Hello, my girlies. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome, and it's lovely that you chose to follow or subscribe to this channel. And before we start the video, make sure to have subscribed and liked already the video. And yeah, let's get into it. Today, we're going to be diving into something very, very important. I find it interesting to talk about this. It is emotional intelligence. It's about controlling your emotions and understanding yourself and dealing with people gracefully and moving through life confident and peace. It's about controlling your emotion. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love so much this. And let's be real, we never get taught this at school. We only learn things that we can't maybe can put into our lives, but we don't learn about emotional intelligence, how we can control our emotions. We don't learn about that at school, do we? No, we don't. So which is very important and very interesting for us girlies to learn how to control our emotions to allow us to move through life confidently and peacefully and also graceful through life. And in this video, I'm going to give you some emotional intelligence tips that really helped me to become the person I am now. And yeah, and I hope they will help you too. So let's dive in it. Okay, first thing is self awareness is your superpower. First thing is first, let me tell you something. Self awareness, this means to be able to stop yourself and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What, like, instead of just reacting and just pouring all your emotions outside, you just have to pause and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Why do I have these bubbling emotions inside of me? Like, what is happening right now? What is happening that is causing me to feel this way? So that is self-awareness. And when you're self-aware, you don't let emotion control you. You control the emotions. And this is very important because when emotion controls you, they can cause you to do something that you will regret later. So that's why we learn about controlling our emotions and asking ourselves, why am I feeling this way? So self-awareness is very, very, very important in emotional intelligence. Okay, so number two, don't take things personally. Let's be honest here. I think we all know that sometimes things are not about us. Things like like one of the most thrilling lessons about emotional intelligence is that not everything is about you. Girlies, we have to learn that not everything is about you or me. Not everything, like for example, take an example, like, you test a friend, like there's something that happened and you're happy and you feel like you want to share the news to your best friend, but you test your friend and tell her the news, but you wait for a response and she's not responding you, and you start overthinking. You start saying, oh my gosh, she's not ignoring me, oh my god, the blah 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 blah. You start overthinking things, and with this you start, like, you know you tell yourself, maybe they're busy, maybe they're occupied with something or their phone right now, or maybe she's working, she's not with her phone at the moment. So just relax and wait, she's gonna see the message and she's gonna reply you. But like, emotional intelligence is about being able to step back and say, okay, maybe they're just going through something right now, instead of spiraling doubt, instead of, like, overthinking things that are not even worth it, instead of like thinking about things that may destroy your relationships in the future. So that's real. When you start asking yourself those questions, that is the real emotional maturity begins, and which is very important, I think. I'm so honored to be talking about this. Okay, so number three, learn how to respond, not react. When someone triggers you, your first reaction will be, "Oh, why are you doing this? Oh, I did not mean to do this. Oh, blah 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 blah." You will start defending yourself in many ways. But when you learn how to respond instead of reacting, this might save you. This might save your life, and really in a very amazing way. Like, for example, take a moment, like, you know, me, before I started learning all about this, right? Before even I was into my emotions, before I started, like, I could do something to my friends, and when my friends called me out, and I will start reacting as I will start to say, "Oh my gosh, yeah, blah blah, no, 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 no." I will start saying, defending myself, like, defending myself, even though I know I was wrong. I will start defending myself for the things that do not even matter. But now, when things happen, I know clearly it wasn't my fault, and things just happened, and what happens happens. And when they start, like, calling me out on things that I do, and the things that I'm confident in, and the things that I did that made me happy, and they start calling me out, I'm just like, Afifa, breathe, and breathing out, and just respond like your best self. If these things is very important to you, respond with careful and chosen words. Like, imagine your best self is talking. How would she talk? How would she handle the situation? So handle that situation like how your best self would handle it. If my best self would talk back and in a very bad way, that would not be setting an example for others. No. But if my best self is talking with words full of wisdom, with words full of care, and she's just picking words, like, you know, very carefully, that do not defend others, that is how I'm going to react. Or if my best self, like, ask yourself, what would my best self do right now? If she walks away, then do that. If she just keeps her peace and says her piece and doesn't even say a word, do that. Do the things that your best self would do at the moment you're going through those. Not just your emotions, even in that moment you're in right now, okay? Remember, reacting is impulsive and responding is very powerful. When you react, you look like when you're reacting over things that do not even need reaction. It's like the world sees you're like crazy, or you're like, what is she doing, like that. But when you respond, you're sending a message that I respect myself. I'm not here to play games, and I know what I want, and I will stand by it. So basically that's what we do here. Okay, we don't react, we respond wisely. And here is where you use your best self. You ask yourself, what would my best self do in this situation? And number 4, setting boundaries without guilt. Boundaries are a huge part of emotional intelligence. It's not about disrespecting yourself. It's about knowing how to say no and not today at the moment. Let's say, like, you had a whole week at work, and those 2 days, Sunday and Saturday, you just want to lay low. You just want to stay at home and make yourself a cup of matcha or iced coffee and just sit down and relax and rest for the whole week. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to socialize. You just want to spend the whole week alone, and you just want to stay, like, reconnecting. Like, you want to reconnect to your body, to yourself. And your friends, on the other hand, they want to go to party or they want to go outside to socialize, but they ask you. So we have planned to go to this fine party, like my friend arranged something, so we would like you to go with us. And then they ask you, instead of saying no, you are saying yes, which means you're betraying your body, you're betraying yourself. You planned you're going to stay home and rest. You're betraying yourself. You did not respect your boundaries. You closed your boundaries. You disrespected your own boundaries, which means if you disrespect your own boundaries, other people will respect your boundaries too. So you have to set an example to people. When they come, you have to just say no. I cannot, not today. I just want to stay to myself and reconnect to myself. And wh- just to remember this, right? When you're saying yes to every plan, you're saying no to something that is very important to you and your future self. When you say yes, you're betraying yourself and the things that would mean a lot to you. So remember, saying no, it doesn't mean that you're disrespecting others. It means you're setting a boundary and which is not meant to be closed. So put that in your mind. Saying no is not being disrespectful, is respecting yourself. That's final. Let's take a deep breath, guys. We have number 5, we have empathy is your glow. Let me say another underrated skill of emotional intelligence is empathy. Emotional intelligence isn't always about you, right? It's also about understanding others. When you step into someone else's shoes, even if you don't agree about what they're going through, over instead of you saying, oh my gosh, you're just overreacting on the things that do not even make sense, put yourself in someone else's, oh, sorry, like put yourself in someone else's shoes. Like when they tell you, I really feel bad that you disrespected me on the things that I have told you a million times, but you chose to disrespect me and do it anyway. Instead of you reacting like, oh my gosh, you're just overreacting, just stop doing that, like just stop overreacting thing. It's a, stop, pause, and just put yourself in her shoes, and then ask yourself, what if this was me? How would I feel? What if this person did this to me? How would I feel? My dad always tells us this: if you know that thing can make you sad, don't do it to someone else. Let that sink in, guys. If you know that thing can make you sad, don't do it to someone else, because the exactly thing that can make you sad, it will make another person sad. So have self empathy, like put yourself in someone else's shoes, even though you don't agree. Just imagine that was you. How would you feel? Like, so, we have come to the end of this video. If you really liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below, and also share to your friends. Invite your friends. If you know you have a friend that would really, really, really benefit in this video, share it with her. And don't forget to subscribe to your girl. Also, go and check out my other platforms on Instagram and TikTok. I post every single day on TikTok and Instagram. So, guys, let's get real and just learn about emotional intelligence, because if we're not learning about these things, how are we going to move forward in our lives? And also, start reading, guys. Start investing in yourself. Oh, I'm going to give you a bonus, guys. So we always say that we want a man. We always say that we want a man with emotional intelligence, a man who can control their emotions, a man who can do like things like that. A man who knows how to control his anger, stuff like that. But How many times do we sit down and ask ourselves, can I really control my emotions? Can I really say, step back and breathe in and act accordingly in this situation? If my man angers me, how would I react? Am I going to just boom like a volcano? Ask yourself those questions, guys. Like, get a journal, start journaling your emotions, start journaling every time. When I'm saying start journaling, you guys take me as a crazy person, but guys, when you start journaling and just put all your emotions on the paper, it's very thrilling and it's very, 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 very amazing. You you control your emotions by pouring them down. If you can't pour them on a person, you pour them on the paper. Just imagine the paper is the person you're venting to. Like, what I do every evening is sit here and just write every single thing that I'm like feeling right now. Just write it down and just be you, be yourself, and don't think yourself. Don't think. Oh, anyways, don't be tied to yourself just because just because that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, if that resonated with you, as I said, don't forget to subscribe. Yeah. Anyways, the earlier you learn about this emotional intelligence, the better and the more powerful and graceful you will become as a woman, and your best version is going to thank you later. I imagine my best version right now is saying, "Oh my gosh, Afifa, you're doing such a great job." And I know I'm doing such a great job because I show up for myself. I know how to control my emotions, and I know when to step back when the situation is not meant for me to do it. Guys, stay back and protect your peace. Just, protect your precious peace, because your peace is not something you have to to pray with, your peace. Yeah, guys, you have to learn how to protect your peace. If that thing does not make you peaceful, just flash it and just move on with life. Okay, so guys, if I continue yapping, I will not stop. So I'm going to say bye now. I will see you in the next video, and you go and watch my other videos. And if you're seeing that video on the screen, that means that go and watch it. It will change your day. Bye. I'll see you in the next video. Love you, guys.